Main issue to be tackled is basically education. There are many challenges, firstly, because there's some sort of discourse that fuels at the same time frustration. Usually civil society organizations are either linked with political interests or against political interests, which means that they're financed from abroad or they have some hidden agendas, and they need to first fight with stereotypes. But at the same time, I think that the main issue to be tackled is basically education. I will give you an example of one of the NGOs that I consider successful in Romania. Well, of course, the one I work in, I will come back to it a bit later. But what is an NGO prominent in the Romanian society is the Romanian Association for Debate, Rhetorics and Oratory, because it basically takes youngsters from secondary school, beginning with secondary school, and introduce them into these debating competitions or debating societies where it's very easy to argue for and against something. So from the very beginning they are open-minded and they know that any motion or any given statement has some pros and cons, and they learn how to argue from one side or another, and what they touch upon, it's actually very current and new challenges that the Romanian society, but not only the Romanian society, but the world is facing. So it's how do you position yourself to something, and how to put yourself in somebody else's shoes and to argue from that position as well. So I think it's a very interesting thing, and it's also done in cooperation with the Ministry of Education. So it's extracurricular activity in schools. Going back to the institute that I represent, I can give you an example of a very nice program that we did together with the Nauman Foundation for a couple of years now. Yearly, we take youngsters from, let's say, a liberal background, but not in particular political liberal background. We take them to Sighetul Marmației, where a political prison is, and, well, used to be, and during communism, and also the Elevizil Museum. So just by experiencing the fight, and it's like hands-on experience on the fight for freedom, you stop taking freedom for granted. So you just realize that your predecessors had to fight a lot, and a lot of sacrifices were made just for us to be able to speak freely about what we want. And it's also a nice way to assess the current status of the society and to understand that the battles we need to fight in the name of freedom are much higher than what we imagine.